What's that kind of relationship grow?
That's a really good relationship. It's really personable. That's why I just know I don't have to talk baseball to him. He's a head coach. It's just awesome to be able to talk to him in general.
You've pitched in several big games before, but MLB ballpark, you're going to see a top 10 team. Is there any extra juice to this, and how do you kind of channel that throughout the day?
I wouldn't say any extra juice. I mean, obviously, you're going to have a little more adrenaline than normal. Just like big atmospheres. I think it's just more intense, so you have to be more locked in, so it's going to be really fun.
What does a game day look like for you on the road? I mean, do you have a specific routine that you have to follow? Any superstitions? Any crazy with that?
The only thing I really have to do is just eat Jersey Mike's for lunch.
Yeah. I respect that.
Yeah.
What do you get at Jersey Mike's?
Original Italian, no tomatoes.
What do you know about Oregon State's offense?
I know they're a really good team. They've always been pretty good. I know they have a really good ball club this year, and it's going to be a really fun challenge.
I know you played in this event before, but what is it like playing in an MLB ballpark? You played in a lot of great places in college, but being in the majors, place where they won the World Series last year, just what's that like for a college baseball player?
I mean, for us, it's the closest thing we get to Omaha. So, I mean, the atmosphere is pretty similar to that. I mean, probably not as many people, obviously, but get to play good competition, Omaha caliber team, so it's been really fun.
Do you remember the first time you had Jersey Mike's pregame, and how did you stick to it?
I don't know, honestly. Maybe I threw good after or something. That's probably why I kept eating it, but I just kept doing it.
All good? Yeah. Thanks,
Right,
Hagen.
yeah.
Appreciate it.
Yes, I wear the same underwear. I eat salmon every time I might pitch.
Why salmon? Is that your favorite food? Is it?
I really like it, and it's just kind of something I've been just experimenting with. And then one time I ate salmon, and I hit a PR kilo-wise, and I was like, I'm gonna stick with it. So I did.
So how do you cook it then? Is it say he's cooked a certain way with some dishes go with it?
Usually just grill it, and I mean, if I just order it at a restaurant or something.
What do you think about the opportunity to play in a ballpark like this, and just kind of get an early measuring stick against some good competition?
You know, this is one of a kind experience you get to do here, and I'm very blessed and thankful to be able to come and play in something like this. It's something you work towards, and this competition this weekend is going to be really fun, and I'm really looking forward to it.
So I saw that you guys got some sunglasses over there. Do you have them on you?
Yes, I do.
What are
They're the Prime sunglasses. Everyone else got black, but I picked a case that had the gold ones actually. They're pretty sick. So I got the real Prime ones. Yeah. Very cool. So they're sick.
So how do you feel like last year? I know you played in this event to here, where you're at now. Just the fact there's a major difference. Just how you feel going into this event?
Oh yeah, 100%. You know, last year I remember we showed up here and I was in awe of just like being in a big league park. It was my first time stepping foot on a big league field. You know. And now when I came here, you know, it's almost like more of a sense of belonging, you know, and I'm ready to go out and compete, you know.
What do you expect from Hagen?
I can say they can be pretty for the state, in my opinion, just because, I know how hard he's worked this year, and I know how, mad that made him because he wasn't his best last week. So I really have a feeling Hagen's about to be the best as anyone's ever seen him tomorrow night.
Thank you, Gage. Thanks, Gage.
I'm not sure. Something like that. Something around there, yeah. Yeah, it was good, you know, to get out there, you know, play a different team. But I think, you know, top to bottom in the lineup, it feels like we're in a pretty good spot going into this weekend.
How would you rate Nate Thompson's shoe game?
Ooh, up there, for sure. I know Coach Van Horn has a sneaky shoe game, too. Yeah. Doesn't show it off as much, but it's there. It's there. So I think all of them do. I've seen them all rock some pretty impressive games.
So coming into this event, I know that you've been here before, but playing a major league ballpark, man, what's that like as a college baseball player?
Yeah, it's surreal, especially, you know, a ballpark like this, you know, a couple of years old. It's actually unbelievable. But yeah, you know, ever since we played here, you know, last year, everyone asked, you know, what are you looking forward to? Not the most necessarily, but, you know, a couple, you know, series or whether it's tournament, stuff like that. And I'm definitely always mentioned Globe Life. Super pumped to get back out here. It's a pretty unreal experience.
I know you're a position player. We've asked a couple of your pitchers about just game day superstitions, rituals.
Yeah.
We've heard everything from wearing the same underwear to eating salmon every day. You got anything in particular you roll with?
I don't. I'm not super big on the superstitions, just because sometimes you're put in a spot where you can't if you don't.
I don't know, just wherever you're staying, maybe where you're playing, stuff like that. So I'm not huge on it. I think pitchers are more big on that than position players are, but and that might be because they go out there once a week and that's it. Guys like us, we get to roll out there 10 every single day. So maybe that's the difference there, but I'm not big on it.
And you've been here before. I mean, you have conversations with some of the freshmen or younger guys who haven't played a venue like this.
Yeah.
I mean, are there any particular adjustments that really stand out to you?
I think for them, it's just realizing. I remember last year, I think Robinette pinch hit for me in the Oklahoma State game, late in the Oklahoma State game, and I was like, listen, man, like, obviously it looks a lot bigger, but at the end of the day, it's the same sport that we've been doing, day in and day out. It was later in the game. I said, there's no reason to stress. Go up there, have fun. And I think you went up there facing a tough lefty and, hit one super hard through the 4-hole. And that was super cool for him. But yeah, just an example like that. It's the same stuff that we're doing day in, day out practice. So no reason to press, anything like that. Just go out there and have fun.
Do you know anything about Oregon State staff? What they might throw at you guys?
We haven't had any meetings or anything like that on it. I do know they're extremely talented. Lineup, arms, all that type of stuff. I'm assuming we'll dive into that, early tomorrow morning. Have a couple meetings, going more depth into it. Obviously, I've heard a couple of things, but they're legit on both sides of the ball, so it'll be a really, really good game. I'm looking forward to it.
Are there any adjustments as far as playing out in the field between Baum-Walker and a stadium like this?
Yeah, definitely. Just dimensions-wise, and that goes wherever you're playing. So, they do a really good job here on these, pregame practices the day before, getting out there and getting acclimated with all the dimensions, whether it's lights, gaps, all that kind of stuff. So, usually you get a feel for that in the Thursday practice or whether if that's a Friday, Saturday, Sunday series. So they do a really good job helping us out with that.
Kendall, appreciate it, man.
Awesome. Thank you, guys.
All right, man. So just talk to us about last weekend. You got to see a lot of the different pitchers out there. Just how you feel like the overall pitching staff did last weekend, and then also heading into this weekend.
For sure, yeah. I think they did a good job. We had some young arms. They got a chance to get some innings in, like Gabe Gackel. I got the opportunity to catch Colin Fisher, and he lit it up in his first start, his debut. I think he's going to have a really good career for us here for the Razorbacks. So, overall, I think we did a good job. Really looking forward to Hagen coming out tomorrow night and giving us a good start.
Yeah, what do you expect from Hagen?
I expect him to fill up the zone and compete. Last weekend wasn't like him. I know it was really cold out there. He's the first to tell you he's not going to make excuses for himself, but, it's tough to pitch in those kind of conditions. So, I'm looking forward to watching him bounce back and have a good start tomorrow night.
We've talked to some pitchers, some outfielders out here about just some adjustments to make in the ballpark like this. Is there anything specific to the catching position that's a little bit different?
No, I wouldn't say so, actually. What's good about catching is you don't get to see all the people behind you. There's, in every stadium you're in, there's always a batter's eye right behind the pitcher, so, you're more worried about that. So, for us, it's more about pop-up communication and stuff. You can lose the ball up in the roof and everything, so just getting acclimated to that is what we're trying to do on a day like today.
What have your impressions been so far of Ryan Milford and the start this guy?
He's a stud, man. He's the future of this program. I've heard Coach Van Horn talk about it, and he's very mature and he works really hard. And I think he's got a long career in this game. And anything I can do to help him, I'm going to be there for him. We have a good relationship on and off the field. So if he ever needs anything, he knows that I'm always there for him.
Superstitious at all in any way?
Not really. No.
I asked a bunch of guys. I think Gage would say he wears the same underwear and it's Sam and Hagen eats jersey nights before the game.
I would say Chick-fil-A. I eat Chick-fil-A just about every day before the game. I'll find it wherever we're at. So yeah,
that might make the most sense of anything.
That's my superstition. Yeah.
Who do you think, as far as players that were on the team last year, pitchers wise at least, coming to this year, who do you think's made the biggest jump that you've just seen from catching?
I could give you a couple guys. I'd probably say, Gage Wood was really good last year, but I think just his composure and his maturity from last year to this year is really impressive. I think he's going to be one of our best bullpen arms this year, obviously. I think Christian Fouch has made some really big jumps. Parker Coyle, Cooper Dossett. I know you guys haven't got to see Dossett yet, but his stuff has really improved, and I'm really looking forward to seeing him getting the chance to get on the mound for us.
Well, good. Parker, thank you, man.